Greetings and namaskara, everyone. This Himalayan Academy Publications presentation is by Satguru Bodhinatha Veylanswami and is based upon the Publisher's Desk article in the January-February-March 2016 edition of our magazine Hinduism Today and is entitled Drawing Close to Ganesha. Hinduism in Thailand, a predominantly Buddhist nation, has been the subject of several articles in Hinduism Today magazine over the years. To many people's surprise, the country has a number of Hindu temples, including a large and ornate Ganesha shrine right in the middle of Bangkok's financial district. Our journalist asked several Thais why so many in the country worship regularly at Hindu temples. The common answer was, the worship of Buddha helps us in a purely spiritual way, whereas worshiping the Hindu gods helps in our daily life. My Gurudeva Veylanswami stressed the same idea. Among all the wonderful Hindu deities, Lord Ganesha is the closest to the material plane of consciousness, most easily contacted, and most able to assist us in our day-to-day life and concerns. Worship of Lord Ganesha leads the devotee most naturally to the other great gods. Lord Ganesha is a Mahadeva, a great god, created by Lord Shiva to assist souls in their evolution. He is the elephant-faced patron of art and science, the lord of obstacles and guardian of Dharma, the first son of Shiva. His will prevails as the force of righteousness, the embodiment of Shiva's karmic law in all three worlds. Many of the great saints and sages of Hinduism have had visions of Lord Ganesha, whom we will also refer to as Ganapati and Vinayaka, and shared them with their devotees, thus strengthening the devotees' faith and understanding of the gods of Hinduism. In ancient times, Avayar, a Tamil mystic who had visions of Ganesha, shared her experiences in devotional poetry. In Vinayaka Ahaval she wrote, "Desiring to make me yours this instant, you like a mother have appeared before me and cut the delusion of unending births." In modern times, Veylanswami shared some of his mystical perspectives and experiences of Ganapati in his book, Loving Ganesha. There are a great many liberal Hindus and/or Western-influenced Hindus who don't think of Ganesha as a real being. To them, he is a symbol, a superstition, a way of explaining philosophy to children and the uneducated. But this has not been my experience of our loving Lord. I have seen him with my own eye. He has come to me in visions several times and convinced my lower mind of his reality. Since 1969, we have arranged group pilgrimages to India, where traveling seekers have had life-changing visions of Lord Ganesha and other deities. Such visions, born of the intensity of pilgrimage and inner striving, would often come in the form of the stone or bronze murti moving and smiling at them, or becoming an animated human-like figure. With eyes closed, some devotees inwardly saw the deity's face, as real as any living being. Though not many have such powerful visions, in the year 1995, hundreds of thousands of Hindus experienced firsthand the widely publicized milk miracle in temples around the world. They watched as devotees offered milk to murtis of Lord Ganesha, who actually drank the milk. The remarkable happening was recorded by video cameras and well documented in world media. This increased many people's faith in the reality of Lord Ganesha. In his many inspired talks to large crowds in South India's ancient temples, Gurudeva explained that the stone or metal deity images are not mere symbols of the gods. They are the form through which their love, power, and blessings flood forth into this world. Knowing that the gods are real beings and that the purpose of going to the temple is to experience their blessings transforms the temple from a cultural hall to a truly sacred place for the devotee. Some readers may wonder what I mean by saying that Lord Ganesha and the other gods are real beings. If they are real, where do they live? To answer that question, let's provide some background. Hindu scripture speaks of three worlds of existence: the physical plane, the subtle or astral plane, and the causal plane. The physical plane is the world we perceive with our five senses, the realm of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching. Of the three worlds, this is the most limited, the least permanent, and the most subject to change. Within the physical plane exists the subtle or astral plane, the mental, emotional sphere. We function in this realm through thought and feeling, and reside there fully during sleep and after death. There in our astral body, we meet other souls who are sleeping or have died, and do not have a physical body. We function constantly in this in-between world by our every thought and emotion. Deep within the astral plane exists the causal plane, the world of light and blessedness, the highest of heavenly regions, extolled in the scriptures of all faiths. This is a superconscious world where the gods and highly evolved souls abide. It is this world that we seek to access through deep meditation and through temple worship, which opens a channel for the gods' blessings. This most refined realm is not distant. It exists within us as the abode of our divine self, our pure immortal soul being. My Gurudeva often said that religion is the working together of the three worlds. In a sanctified temple, we can readily experience the gods and devas as an uplifting, peaceful, divine energy or Shakti, radiating out through the murti from the causal plane. It is easiest to feel these blessings at the high point of the puja, when the flame is held before the deity, or after the puja in a quiet moment of reflection. The Shakti of Lord Ganesha is a gentle, soothing force. Even a subtle encounter with the Lord of Obstacles has the power to bring us into the secure consciousness of the Muladhara chakra, the fourth center of memory where Ganesha resides. This blessing keeps us above the lower seven chakras, home of the base emotions such as jealousy, fear, and anger. There is a Tamil saying, Ganesha is my support, Ganapati Tunai, which conveys the idea that Lord Ganesha looks after us and influences everything in our life for the better. You can develop a close relationship with Lord Ganesha in which he feels like a good friend if you take the time to get to know him through bhakti yoga, the practice of devotional disciplines, worship, prayer, chanting, and singing, with the aim of awakening love in the heart and opening yourself to the deity's grace. The 2,200-year-old South Indian scripture Tirumandaram declares, "Five-armed is he, elephant-faced, with tusks protruding, crescent shape, son of Shiva, wisdom's flower, in heart enshrine, his feet I praise." In Loving Ganesha, Gurudeva detailed the following spiritual practice that you can use to contact the Lord of Obstacles. Wherever his devotees are, in the home, the factories, the offices, the hospitals, the marketplace, orbiting in space or tilling the soil on the farm, Lord Ganesha is ever there. Intimate access is acquired by simply loving Ganesha and holding his robust image in your mind. Carefully visualize the large head and ears, his long trunk, massive body, big belly, and the objects he holds in his many hands. Look into Ganesha's eyes. Train yourself to see him with your own mind, with your eyes closed. This is the key. Hold his form steady in your mind through the power of visualization. Now you can talk to him. Pronounce the words mentally into his ear. He is listening, though he will never speak back, but take into his vast mind your prayer and slowly work it out. You must simply speak all of your questions and your problems into his right ear. When you are finished, open your eyes, go on with your day, and go on with your life. Wherever you are, remember this simple way of making contact with Lord Ganesha and as a good seeker, exercise this psychic power, this siddhi. Starting today and the days to come, you will notice how he answers questions and solves problems for you through the course of your daily life. You will notice how he influences events and the decisions slowly and subtly in unseen ways. Situations will change for you. Unexpected doors will open, and accustomed ones will close as you are propelled through his grace toward your inevitable glorious future. Read and reread the above formula for immediate access to Lord Ganesha until it is firmly implanted in your subconscious memory patterns, and then begin to make contact with him often through each day and wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.